disappointment at the end?
Yeah, look, disappointed. Obviously, when you lose by a point, everybody's disappointed at that, and you're kind of looking at what ifs. But look, that's just the way it goes in a close game like that.
I suppose, is it fair to say it's a game that never really sparked to life from our point of view? Now, what way did you read it?
Yeah, look, I suppose maybe some of the games in Munster have been more high scoring and there's been more scores, but I suppose you two undefeated teams and two teams in a battle to get to an All Ireland final, and that's what it was a battle, and we just came up a little bit short in terms of that. Look, we would have preferred if we could have got something to maybe spark our attacking options, maybe a goal would have been crucial in that game, but look, we didn't really have any clear-cut chances in terms of that as well,
I suppose Kilkenny had the 2 goal chances there in the second half, a couple of good saves, but they pulled ahead, I think, 2 points there at one stage midway through the second half, and they just held on to that lead from there.
Yeah, I think any time that we kind of started well, it was nip and tuck really up to half time, and then even in the second half I think it was level on 4 or 5 occasions, but once they went 2 points up, we got back close a couple of times and then maybe missed a couple of difficult chances to get back level, and look, we were unfortunate maybe to push it to extra time.
And I suppose that chance right at the end, then obviously you don't want to put it on any one particular player. There was a couple of opportunities before that as well, as you said, that could have very much taken it to extra time. It was level 14 times in the game.
Yeah, look, there's nobody about the last chance or anything like that. Like, Colin did the right thing, went for a score, and fair play to him for going for it. There'd be no fear in terms of that. You can't boil a game down to a last chance or anything like that. You have to look at all of the factors up until that maybe we should have been in a position where we were a point or 2 up, so there's no blame game about that. I have a fantastic bunch of players. They've given us everything all during the year. We just weren't good enough on the day to win today, and look, that's just the name of the game.
Diarmuid, why was it more of a kind of a stuttering kind of game? Was it tactical? Was it occasions? Opposition obviously had a lot to do with it.
I don't know. I think, look, Kilkenny set up with an extra body back, but actually Ethan playing as the extra player for us hit an awful lot of ball. We just probably didn't play it through the lines as much as we wanted in the first half. And definitely I think some of the scores we gave away in the first half were more unforced errors than maybe good play from the opposition, but they were costly scores because it meant that it was very, very tight throughout. But like, neither team, I think the most we got ahead was maybe 7-5 or something like that early in the first half. But like, Kilkenny came through a tough Leinster Championship, we came through a Munster Championship, so everyone knew it was going to be a tight game, and I'd say Kilkenny don't mind what type of game it is. They've won it, and we're disappointed, and equally if it was if we got the other side of it, we wouldn't be too worried about the game as well. I just think it was two teams fairly evenly matched on the day.
And how matched? Because one of the points that they got in the second half, your goalkeeper seemed to stop it on the line, but it was waved over. Have you had a chance to talk to him yet about that?
No, that was that was in the first half.
Yeah.
I think. Look, from where I'm standing, but I'm miles away from where. Very difficult to see it, but it looked like he controlled it. The umpire seemed to be very quick to decide that it was a point. Like, he's closer to it than that. I'm not sure. Like, Hawkeye will be in use for the second game here. I'm not sure whether it was in use for the first game. So I presume if it was, but. It would be disappointing if that was the case, but look, I don't think it boils down to that one decision either.
It's very early in the game.
Yeah, early in the game, but look, you'd want everything to be done right as well. But look, people can make mistakes, and I'm sure players made mistakes, management can make mistakes. So look, it didn't come down to that, and we're not going to use that as an excuse at all.
It's a disappointment into the road for a lot of those boys, Diarmuid, but there is a really good future there for the majority of that squad, and a lot of them back again next year.
Yeah, I think we've 7 lads who are underage again next year from the starting team, and plenty of lads in the replacements as well, and the extended panel. Look, they've been a credit to all the other lads that are finishing up, been a credit to Limerick in terms of minor Munster champions and under-20s champions. And look, on a day like today, it's about winning the game, but there has been development as well, and there's players to come through. And look, as I said to them inside, they just need to keep working at that and push on now. I suppose when you finish 20s, then it's into the bear pit of senior, and you have to fight your way onto that, and it's open to everyone to be playing at that level then,
Throughout the Munster campaign there was improvement game on game. Would you say that's all today possibly?
I'm not sure about that. I suppose it depends on the opposition as well. Kilkenny had come through as Leinster champions, so the opposition that you play improved from game to game as well. But look, undoubtedly we'd prefer if we did play better, but we just didn't perform as well as we'd like on the day, and that's a mixture of the opposition, and it's also a mixture of us not probably playing